People don't smile in Slovakia much, but they want to laugh.
You're doing such a noble job of making Slovakia laugh.
I was born with that. Slovakia from the north, from the high Tatras, where we are the strong guys because we live in the mountains and a lot of snow is everywhere. And we drink a lot of alcohol because there is the cold in the winter, so we must do that kind. And this is the stereotype for me, the big white folk from the mountains.
What I've heard is a self-proclaimed pope of the church of the alcohol.
The best comedian says you must burn 70% of your material. My first book is how I don't want to go to Zanzibar because I have a girlfriend. It's now ex-girlfriend because she took me to the Zanzibar.
What did you do that girls don't want you, Gabo? What are the tips you would give them? Like,
don't do that.
do you see Slovakia as a country that would be a progressive society in the future? Does it?
The progressive is bad word here. For me as a comedian, it's very hard when this all started. This cancel culture and this thing all around. I think it's too much now.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talks with Divya. Today I have an absolute treat for you. Joining me today is none other than Gabo Žifčák, a stand-up comedian, podcaster, travel blogger, basically the man who makes Slovakia laugh. Gabo, I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you very much.
So Gabo, I was doing some research about you because obviously, unlike Slovaks, I probably don't follow all your podcasts. So I was doing some research. You're pretty famous here and you're everywhere these days. So I'm dying to know more about you.
I don't know, say I'm famous. I'm known, but not famous. The sci-fi here is famous. So I think you're famous when you have like 200,000 followers on Instagram. You can say you are famous in Slovakia. Me with my 36,000, I'm known.
But Slovakia, relatively compared to the size, I think you are. But I'm dying to know what got you into comedy. Let's start with there. Like, what's the story? How did you get into comedy? And why I'm asking this is because it's so hard to make Slovakia laugh. People don't smile too much.
People don't smile in Slovakia much, but they want to laugh. It's because they don't smile during the day. It's very hard to know why they don't smile. When you go for example, for America or South America or everywhere in the world, people usually smile to each other.
Yes.
In Slovakia, no, we are grumpy all around.
And this is why, you're doing such a noble job of making Slovakia laugh. But like I was saying, every comedian, every artist has some kind of a backstory, like some inspiration. So give me some juicy stuff. Think back when you really decided, okay, enough. I'm going to make everyone laugh. And you started randomly, or how was it?
I was born with that.
Natural talent.
From the little boy, I want to make people laugh. When I was like 5-6 years old, there was the comedian in Slovakia. His name was Anders Košic, and it was not like the stand-up comedian. It's most like especially the stand-up comedian, this time in Slovakia was very, very popular listen to humor. We have the CDs, we have the audio cassettes, we have the LPs with the humors and with the show of the greatest comedian in Slovakia. So when I have like 6 years, I know like 4 or 5 these CDs. I remember it, and I can speak like hours and hours of these humors.
When you were about 5 years old, and so you basically memorized.
Memorized,
the jokes.
like from the word to word, just from the listening. I don't understand. I can understand the humor, because I was too young. But I just told it, and the grown-up people laugh, and that's what I like to
so
do.
you realize that there is an audience for you. So am I right that your journey started from the age of 5-6 into making people laugh?
Yeah.
Great. Like I was saying, talking about, I'm an Indian now, a Slovak. I have lived here for 15 years, and in my previous podcast I've told that the first impression of Slovak that I got was people don't smile. I think the dialogue from Batman Joker, like, why so serious? I think he must have been come to Slovakia. Because I felt like, why so serious all the time? So is it hard to make Slovakia laugh, or people here laugh, because they have a different kind of, or like, dry sarcasm humor? Did you observe anything like, for this kind of audience I need to use sarcastic or dry humor, like any observation there?
It depends of the part of the Slovakia where you're performing. Yeah, this is some specific humor for Bratislava, because here is where everything happens. And when you go from to the smallest town, or to the eastern sound of the Slovakia, so you must listen to people which humor they like. But basically I don't change much in my shows. Just when they don't like like the Christian humor, because they are more religious in the east side, so you just don't take that beat to the stage, and you take some,
so you improvise
another.
So do you use stereotypes, like if you go to the east side of Slovakia, there are certain stereotypes, or in Bratislava people have certain stereotypes. Do you use that into your joke, like maybe Košice audience would laugh at this, or the
Yes, every time. But when the stand-up comedians start, write some first materials, first jokes and first shows, they basically use some stereotypes. Yes, because it's you start with you. When you made some first humor, you start with you. You must show yourself to the audience, who you are, where you come from, what kind of humor do you want to make. So you use stereotypes, and I'm the eastern part of Slovakia, from the north, from the high Tatras, so where we are the strong guys because we live in the mountains and a lot of snow is everywhere, and we drink a lot of alcohol because there is the cold in the winter, so we must do that kind, and this is the stereotype for me, the big white folk from the mountains.
Got it. And have you noticed any Indian comedian, stand-up comedian that you've watched and seen the difference? Because what I saw is that we have most of the stand-up comedy that we see on the usual one, the public ones that is on the national TV. They're mostly over the top, very loud humor, which is also good. People like it. But do you have any observation? No?
I don't have. I don't listen to world comedy like 5 years. I'm ashamed of that, and I need to watch more the world comedians. But for me, it's very hard because the Netflix produce so much stand-up. The stand-up now is not about some basic stuff, but you must actually know what is happening in that country now, and be in the touch of the news and all the thing what is happening in the specific country, especially for USA. It's all the comedian is starting to be sharp because like it's 40 stand-up specials per year for Netflix, and I'm not so interesting about what is happening in the USA or India on
fair enough
as well.
But see, we still, an Indian found you, and we are interviewing you today. Gabo, I know we'll talk about more fun stuff, but I still want to go back a little bit about knowing you as a person, because in my interviews, I usually like to know and introduce my audience to interesting people like you and their stories. So a little bit about yourself, like how was Gabo as a young child, as a man, and when Gabo is not doing stand-up comedy, when he's not on the camera, how is Gabo?
Yeah, when I was a child, I'm the third. I have a older sister and older brother.
The middle child?
No. I'm the last one. My sister is 10 years older than me, and my brother is 11 years older than me. So I'm the last one. I was an accident.
Your parents were busy.
Yeah, my parents don't want a more child. And I'm just I'm here. I tell a joke about, because I was born in 13 January 1987. And when you take 9 months down, it's April 86, and that's the month when the Chernobyl explodes. So I am like the Chernobyl accident, shouldn't be there. So I was the last, and my mother every time tell me, I don't want you, but I love you the most, the more of all the child, and that was my childhood. Everything what I want, they was made for me. My sister and my brother, they hate me for that. So you
got
are the
it easy,
smallest and
yes.
everything that you want, you got it. In every family, the father and mother rules the family. No, you are the rule of our family.
So I can understand siblings, especially the middle child, because I'm the middle child. So we have suffered, with the youngest gets the cake.
Yeah,
and everything
yeah.
is done. Let's go back to, you talked about coming from North and alcohol is part of your day-to-day life and culture. You are, what I've heard, is a self-proclaimed Pope of the Church of the Alcohol. It's called Svedkovia Liehovovi. Tell us about this. This is so fascinating.
So the name is the parody, the Svedkovia Liehovovi, which is the Jehovah Witness. So this is like the Church of the Holy Spirit, or how can we translate it?
Witness of the Spirits.
Witness of the Spirits, yeah. Actually, yeah, we can expand with the name to the world. So it started in my university. I studied the Academy of Performing Arts here in Bratislava, but I'm not the performer. I'm the theater critic. Yeah. So and we drink like a lot. You are in the dormitory and there is a lot of students clubs there. So we study and drink. That's what you do. 5 years when you're on the university, and. Like a normal priest, our priest, you just hear that calling, Don't sit home, go out and have some beers. So we started the church around it.
So it's a serious, legit organization?
It's serious, legit organization, but it's but in Slovakia you need to be registered.
So what's the process? Let's say I want to...
The process is very hard because here in Slovakia the churches are the part of state. So the churches had money from the state, and it's a lot of money. There used to be 53 millions per year, and now our great Ministry of Culture wanna rise it up of 86 million per year. So the stake is so great that the churches now, which takes the money, don't want to more churches take the money because the
less to share.
Less to share, yeah. So when you want to register new church, you need 50,000 subscription from the people, but not the people, random people. There must be the Slovak one, which actually lives in Slovakia and up 18 years and must be the member of the church, must become the member of your church. So, and when you make all of that, you go to the Ministry of Culture, give him 50,000 of subscription. Yeah, here you go, and then you must. It's a lot of paperwork. Like you must write about what is the church, what are you believe, which is the pope, which is the priest, and when priest die, what happened, when pope happened, and everything. And when you make all the things which that state want you, they still can tell, no, we don't give you your own church.
So how many members do you have now?
I don't think I really count it. So I think like 7,000
wow. And what's
subscribed.
And then what's the process? Like, do you have like baptism? Like you have to drink some shots?
Yeah, sure. We have some baptism. We actually don't baptize the little child. You must be up 18 years old. Every time some people write me, I have a new son born. Can you baptize? No. when he's a grown man and he want to be the member. This is what I hate from the Roman Catholic Church. Or that church, they baptize you and make you the member of that church when you are like 6 weeks, 2 months old, and you scream, but nobody will listen to you.
But I still can't believe this is actually a serious organization. And what is the craziest? Like for me, yes, it takes a while to believe. It's so bizarre concept.
The church is bizarre concept as well. You see what they believe, like Christians, that some hippie guy who walks around to the water and that thing. Yeah, so it's bizarre as well. Sorry.
You're hilarious. So, what is the craziest reaction when you started this? I can imagine a lot of people must have raised their eyebrows and what the hell is this, Gabo? What are you doing? You're not afraid of those reactions? Do you remember any crazy feedback or first reactions from the public?
we started like 6-7 years ago, I don't know, and we start on the Christmas, so like 2 weeks before Christmas we have our first video on the internet, then second, then on the Christmas, on the St. Stephen's Day 26 and the 31 of December, like the New Year's speech. And for these 4 videos raised us 50,000 followers on Facebook, which was the great, like nobody think that will ever happen.
Yeah. Nobody believed.
Believed, yes. So so we thought, okay, so we can work with that, start the YouTube and all the channels, and it was a lot of people was, this is great, this is fun, let's go that. And yes, also there was a lot of haters that wrote us, we're gonna burn in hell. And
yeah, you're a brave man. You're a brave man.
So no old women just spitting on me on the streets now. So I think it's good.
You're brave. Okay, so you also have a very popular podcast, I think, with your colleague Jakub
Lužina.
So it's called
Lužifčák.
It is quite popular, I think. I was also trying to listen to some, but my Slovak is not that good that I can follow the entire conversation. But everyone that I know, to whom I spoke about you, they knew about this podcast. They know you from there. If not from the stand-up comedy, they know you from the podcast. Yeah. So how do you do how do you pick up the topics? Is it like you decide on popular topics in Slovakia, or how do you guys plan this?
We just found some guest who came, and he is the topic or she is the topic. We are 2 comedians, and we invite some third person, which can be comedian, be the singer, be some famous, be some doctor, professor, or some writer, or everybody who is interesting for us. And we just talk with that person.
So is it difficult to be a podcast host or a stand-up comedian? What is more? Because you do both.
Yeah, the stand-up comedian is much harder and difficult.
So going back on that, have you ever faced a situation where the joke did not land? You know what I mean? Like you put a joke there and
every day like 70 times. So
what do you do?
The best comedian says you must burn 70% of your material. Because you're just trying. You sit with your friends. You sit. You are in the public. You are in the stage, and you try the work. You try the joke, and nobody laughs. Okay, so that one is shitty. You must try another one.
Yeah, and I think you need to have a thick skin that you can make yourself laughable in the audience, right? So, which I think you don't have any problem with.
No, I'm like 12 years on the stage now, so.
Okay, let's talk a bit about your travel. I saw some of the books. It's called I'm translating this in English for my audience. The book is called How I Did Not Go to Zanzibar.
How I did not want to go.
How I did not want to go to Zanzibar. In Slovak, this would be...
Ako som nechcel ísť na Zanzibar.
Yeah, that's one. And the other one is you travel to Chile and Peru.
Bolívia, Chile, Peru, yeah. And
about girls there?
Stále na mňa babi seru. The girls still don't want me.
Tell us about the travel experience. How did that start?
I'm not much a traveler, but I'll just because I'm lazy. I don't want to do all the things. But
you went all the way from Slovakia to Zanzibar and Peru.
But it's by mistake. That's why my first book is How I Don't Want to Go to Zanzibar, because I have a girlfriend. It's now ex-girlfriend, because she took me to the Zanzibar. And she wants to travel. Because I can't travel when you do all that stuff like book our flight tickets and find out where we want to go and what we want to see and book all the accommodation and all that shit. I can travel, okay. And I also must pay for it because she was just a student. So she decided we go to the Zanzibar. So okay, go to the Zanzibar. I don't know what is Zanzibar. I imagine some island near Africa where we just sitting on the beach and drinking something with the coconuts and enjoy a nice time. So I don't know where I go to the Zanzibar. There is a third world country and everything looks like on the gypsy village near to my parents' village. So Zanzibar is very nice, 30 meters from the sea. 30 meters to the beach. Zanzibar is nice all around the Zanzibar. When you go more like 30 meters from the sea, there is just the Africa.
The real reality.
Yeah. So
but what that made you write a book? Like you were really intrigued by the stories and you had to share.
Yeah, this was just like really freaked me out. Where am I? What is happening around me? And if I don't want to go crazy, I just start write something like travel blog on the Instagram. Yeah, like just take some pictures and write about how the Zanzibar really looks like. No, what they don't tell you that on the travel agency.
Okay, and what happened in Peru, Bolivia, and Chile?
So
what did you do that girls don't want you, Gabo?
Girls don't want me all my life. This is just still don't want me.
Stale?
Stale. Yeah. I must go to the Bolivia, Chile, Peru. That's why, because when we returned from the Zanzibar, and I have this some blog which boom all around the Instagram, and I decided to write a book about it. So my girlfriend, ex-girlfriend now,
we'll highlight that in the subtitles and the captions.
called some travel agencies and tried to make some corporation from our another trip. And he did that. Actually, he did some business with the travel agency Maracuya, and we make a deal and starting planning the next trip. And Adela is becoming an ex-girlfriend, but the trip was still, the deal is deal, so I must go to another holiday, and I promised the agency I write a book about the trip, so I must go. But it was nice because we are like 12 person was there. Nobody know each other.
So totally random group of strangers.
Yeah. There was the guy from the agency, Michal, and 11 travelers, and nobody knows. Totally different people. And we were like four boys and 8 girls. So nice trip.
Good ratio.
Yeah, but like the title of the book says, nothing happens.
But glad, because all these travel stories make a good. Your travel experiences made good travel stories and jokes, probably, that you are sharing with us now and making laugh.
Yes.
Have you?
Actually, I'm already planning the third book.
Okay.
The third trip, but I don't know. My good friend and also the comedian Samo Trnka, which was the editor of the second book. I tell him I want to go to the trip and make the third book, and he say I'm going with you. so we just found some part of the month. So okay, there we can go, and we now try to find where and what.
So let me ask you, in fact, maybe this will give you an idea. Have you traveled to India? Any travel experiences from India? And I think the traffic in India itself is a huge topic and material for your jokes.
Do you know Marek Slobodnik? Marek Slobodnik is
Sorry, Marek Slobodnik, I don't know you. I'm sure you are very
famous,
important and famous.
He's very famous traveler, and he travel like on some unusual vehicles. So he go across the Africa on the Pioneer, which is the Slovak little small motorcycle, which going just like 50 kilometers per hour, and he travel all around the Africa. Or on the Trabant, which is the little Volkswagen, the first one, the bakelit one, and he has travel all around Africa. And he was in India. And they bought the Royal Enfield motorcycles, but the diesel one. And they go all around the India. They actually go from the India to Slovakia on the diesels those motorcycles.
And they were successful?
Yeah. And he called me, do you go with us to the tree? And I'm too old for that because they are so punk. They just, it's night. So they park the motorbikes, put some space bags and sleep under the bike. No, here hurts. I'm too old for that.
You need your luxury travels.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But still you could try India. Speaking of India, have you tried Indian food? Like, do you run for water or do you love it?
Yeah, I try. So my first try of Indian food was in Prague. There is the curry house, very nice restaurant, and then it has something like red chicken. The chicken thighs prepared in the tandoori.
Okay, chicken tikka or something like that.
But it's full like chicken.
The stena.
Yeah, yes, stena. And there is my first experience with India, and every time I'm in Prague, I must go there and check it.
So, Gabo, tell me something. When I came for the first time here, like I said, people were reserved, very distant and careful to interact with strangers. I want to hear from Slovaks, from the horse's mouth. Why is that? Like, what is your reaction when you see a foreigner in Slovakia?
My reaction is very normal because I live in Bratislava, and there is a lot of people from other countries and other culture. But yeah, I can imagine when I took somebody to my home or for my parents, because I think it's because the Slovak people don't travel so much. They are just sit here in the homes, and when they see somebody. Not the
from their own
from their own like straight white man or something, which is a little bit different. They are so it's something very new for them. So I think that's why they should travel more.
But it's changing, to be honest. When I was talking about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, so I think it's changing. If I have to, like I said, I'm already a Slovak as a citizen, but if I have to integrate more with the Slovak people, and if I want to be a part of one of you, what is the tip you'd give, like from a joke or humor, or what is that I should learn to do?
Drinking. You should drink with us. Borovička is the key. The pivo and borovička is the key. Kto chce s vlkmi viť, musí s vlkmi piť.
Translate that.
It's like the who wants to live with the wolves must
drink.
Wine with the wolves.
Okay, wine.
So
drink
must
with
wine
the
with the wolves.
What are some phrases that you should tell the foreigners to learn, even if you don't learn the language, except the abusive profanity, because I have to beep that out, but any other common phrases that
in every country which I visit, I try to hello, bye, have a nice day, and also you are the most of the time you are with the contact with some hotels stuff. So I try to learn how to order what I want and take.
Okay, this is serious reaction. Now, Fanu, tell me something funny that I should learn. You're very professional with your answer now, that I should learn to say hi and bye, and how do you place your order. Now tell me the juicy stuff.
I don't know.
What should I learn?
I don't know because the Slovak people can be very mean. So when you learn something, you very easy.
They'll make fun of you.
Can be angry on you.
Why are they so mean?
I don't know. Why are we so mean? But yeah, how do you say when you are so? Vzťahovačný. I don't know the word.
Open?
No. I mean the other side.
The closed?
The closed and you just don't.
You have your guards on. We say in English.
No, the English. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, my English is poor.
You are doing great. By the way, I do want to mention here that this is your first conversation in English. Am I right?
Yeah. First on camera. They try some Miguel, or I don't know. Some people try to break me for the podcast in English, and I said no. People don't deserve to listen my English.
You're amazing. Thank you so much for doing it for me. I'm feeling extremely grateful, Gabo.
I'm better when I have 2 or 3 shots of
Borovička in me.
So now I'm here by a car. So.
Okay, all right. Gabo, like I said, I'm still very curious about the cultural stereotypes, and I wanted to ask if anyone is planning to move to Slovakia, relocate like I did, or our common friend Shrey, or anyone, not just Indian, but outside Slovakia, anyone from US or any other country. What are the tips you would give them? Like,
don't do that. It's the same tip when somebody.
You're not helping me, Gabo.
When somebody asks me, I want to be a stand-up comedian. What should I do? Don't do that.
That was my next question.
Don't do that. It's very hard. So when you come live in Slovakia, so first move in Bratislava. This is the.
It's like training wheels.
Biggest city. Yeah. So just try. Don't go straight in the fire. Yeah, you just like
Košice.
You can also go to Snina or Námestovo or some another little small towns. So first try in Bratislava, find some friends. There is a lot of people speaks English, or you can find some community, and just try. You can live here, and when you say yes, okay, this is country for me, so still run away.
This reminds me of now I'm thinking even if it's on purpose, anyone who is looking at Slovakia as a first time visitor, and I remember very well people who were telling me people who I told I'm moving to Slovakia, is that they started talking about the movie Hostel. Now please explain this to me, because I have not seen this movie yet.
I'm not seeing this
movie.
It's a
scary, cheap, scary movie. But why Slovakia is known in reference to the movie Hostel? I don't even believe it's shot here.
I never see that movie. I don't like scary movies. So.
But is this a strategy? I think it's a strategy that you guys want us to not come, so you show the scariest movie
it can
that
be.
shows Slovakia.
It's actually a nice strategy.
So it's not. So let's be clear. It's not shot here in Slovakia. You haven't seen the movie, so probably you don't know. There's no. So I can confirm that Slovakia is nothing like some of those clips that I saw in that scary horror movie. Okay, great. I have some fun rounds with you. I'm going to ask some rapid fire questions. Okay, so don't think. Just say. What is your favorite Slovak phrase? Word, any sentence, any that you use the most?
In the podcast, in the stand-up, I actually use a lot. Nalejme si čistého vína, alebo povedzme si úprimne. So the both phrases mean actually the same. So be honest to each other, or be honest to ourselves.
And when something doesn't happen the way you want, what is your curse word? Good curse word.
I use a lot of curses. I'm actually very, very vulgar, or how to say it.
Okay. Oh, all right.
So all of the types of the curses I use.
I was trying to get some so that I would learn, so that next time I know if someone is using it, because I really don't know much about curse words here. I haven't learned. I have intentionally filtered out all those words I do not know. I don't want to know. So
it says the curses is the sign of intelligent people. So I must be very, very, very intelligent.
Okay, what is the weirdest thing a fan has done to you? Like, you're popular, so strangest thing that some fan did to you, or told you, or any crazy fan?
Oh no, I don't have. I have a lot of drunken fans. So when I'm in the city or when I have some fun, it's not it's happening all the time. Some drunk men come to me and, hey, Gabo, you must drink with me. And actually, when I want, I have some shot. And when he want to talk to me about the live universe and everything, I tell myself every time, he don't remember that tomorrow. And I walk away.
You walk away. But Gabo, Slovakia is becoming more popular in the globe. I can tell you, because more and more people know about Slovakia.
Yes, because we are stupid. And what our government is doing these days is all the world is starting knowing about Slovakia, but not in the way we want to be known as.
No, I was not hinting on that, but I also meant in a nice way, because Slovakia has become more tourist destination, beautiful nature, beautiful people. The Slavic genes are really very pretty. And also the alcohol and the food and everything. But do you see Slovakia as a country that would be a progressive society in the future? Does it?
The progressive is bad word here. Because
I'm not okay, disclaimer, not affiliated to any political party.
Because our political party, which is in the opposite of this government, is called Progressive Slovakia. So when you say progressive is a curse here now. Yes, I hope that Slovakia would be the progressive country, and we learn how to live with all the world, and we start to smile on each other.
Yeah. So back to the rapid fire now. If you were not a stand-up comedian, what would Gabo be?
I always want to be a hockey player. I always want to be the NHL player and scores a lot of goals. And actually, I don't know how to skate, because I live in the high Tatras.
So you know how to ski?
No, I don't know nothing about winter sports, because I live in the high Tatras, and every winter my family go and do that and ski, and they don't have a patience with me, so I try the skis like 2 times and I say no.
Do you bring your family into your stories and jokes, and how do they react?
They smile.
Yeah, they're okay. They don't.
Yeah, I have a special beat, like it's 10 minutes. It's one of my famous stand-up in Slovakia. It's about mama. It's about my mother. The second one is about Borovička. And when I go out with that, it's very funny, because it's true. Mm-hmm. There is no joke in the all set. I just telling the things how they are, and people laugh because every mother is the same. Yeah. So when I go with it, my mother was like, how you telling about me this stuff, and it's all the truth. I don't make anything up.
Are you close with your mother?
Yes, very, very, very.
And great, yeah. I think she knows how to take a joke, and that's probably she's passed on to you.
My mother is the funny one in our family. My mother worked like all her life in like waitress. In High Tatras, in the big hotel, but it's not the hotel. It was like a spa for the army. So all the generals and majors and all the pilots of jets here in Slovakia go to make them some well in High Tatras. And my mother, I was like 7-8 years boy, and I know all the generals of the Slovak army and republic. And my mother's lived there, and she was the party woman there. Right? So every dancing and singing is moved all around my mother.
So she knew how to celebrate.
Yeah.
And that's what she passed on to you, and look at you. You're always happy.
My father is also a funny guy, but my father is like more no introvert, but more like phlegmatic. Yeah,
practical.
Yeah, practical. What he takes to the hand, he made it done and work again. Everything what I take to the hand is never work again. So. And my father and mother, my parents still lives in the Toporec, which is a small village full of gypsy, and I go to the holiday there, and better party life than me. Every time I go, will you be home? No, we are going to the cottage with our friends there, and then we go on the Croatia for a week, and every single time they are somewhere. And
so you mentioned a few times when you're talking about your village and that there are people who from the Roma culture and you call gypsy. Aren't you worried that when you mention this that you could be seen as someone who is discriminating, or you're saying it in a positive way because they also influenced your maybe comedy life or upbringing?
For me as a comedian, it's very hard when this all started. This cancel culture and this thing all around. I think it's too much now. We still need to talk about this team, these people. It's like we talk about us. And I grown up with the Roma
your
people. When I was a young kid, I also know the language. I can speak some phrases.
It's not like Slovak.
No, it's very different.
Okay.
It's at dikadrite delon chirikle kandrete.
Sounds French to me.
No, it's very different
but they
language.
have amazing
it's some
music.
like Romanian language. And
but they have amazing they're musicians, very talented people, right?
So I grown up with the Roma people, with the Gypsy people. One of my best friend in my what is this? The
school, high school,
the primary school.
Základná škola.
Základná škola was a Mino, and he was a Gypsy, and he was my best friend for a long time. So I don't have hard feelings this way.
That's great. One more back to rapid fire question. Slovak winters or the summer of Peru, Chile, Zanzibar?
I love Slovak winter, but there is no more Slovak winter.
Tell us about more.
I want snow. I want like 2 meters of snow. You see, today is December, like 18, 19. It's supposed to be snow outside for a month now, and there is a 13 degrees out and mud everywhere. Every time I go back with my dog, I must take a shower because he's like, I have a corgi, so he's like still dirty because the short legs. So I love Slovak winter, but must be the real winter. There must be the snow. There must be the minus. So that's why now
either a proper winter, which is like December should be freezing, 2 meters of snow, -4, 5. If not, then
minus 26 in high Tatras. I remember one time. So that is the winter. But this winter, I think it's now gone forever about what we are doing to this planet. So last year, in January, I go to Egypt for 2 weeks.
During winter?
Yeah, during winter. And I also...
Did you find any funny stories from Egypt or any funny observations from people of Egypt?
Yes, I was alone there.
No ex?
No. I was alone. Some of my, not exes, but some of the girls which I meet the time where I go there, they try, can I go? No. I go alone. I just want to clean my head. And it was very nice. I was all inclusive in the resort in Egypt, in Makati Bay, Makati Spa. And it was the most beautiful 2 weeks in my life. Nothing to me. Nobody tell me what I should do. I wake up when I want. I go eat what I want, and it was very fun. And yes, I have a lot of stories. I also write something, but I tell to myself when I go there, no book from this vacation. This is the real vacation. No book, nothing. No, don't write nothing. But yeah, I just the plane just landed in Egypt. Oh, and I start typing to my phone. So yes, I have.
You were tempted to write stories. Like, what could it be? The title, like the mummies of.
Actually, I have some. I don't remember now because when I come back from the holiday, it was February, and in the February for me starting the main season.
Yes.
Yeah? So February, April, March, May, I must work. So I have time to sit and
write your
try to write something from Egypt. It was June, and I started like,
not going well.
No, I don't want to do that anymore. So that's why for me, when I want to write a book about vacation, I must go like May or June. And July, August, it's we don't perform. We are like the theater, we have a summer holiday, so I can write about these 2-3 months. And in September they go to the guy who make the graphic stuff, and the guy who check my grammar, because I'm horrible in the Slovak language. Yeah. They're like 5 people.
So you have a team who corrects your language.
Yeah, it's a whole team. Yeah. And then the book can go out to the November, December, under the Christmas tree. That's the best time when you go out with the book.
Great. So I really wish that you go to India and that becomes a book after your trip. That translates into your stories. And I'll be very curious, because there are so many observations that you could make, which you might find funny. But in the meantime, Christmas is around.
Yeah.
Tell us how you spend Christmas. Traditional Slovak Christmas, or you have your own Church of the Witness of the Spirit Christmas? How is it?
So I go home. I go to the eastern north part of the Slovakia. Okay. It's not the high Tatras now, because in the high Tatras, when I grown up in the Tatranské Matliare, now lives my brother with the family. So I go to the Toporec, which I already mentioned. But it's really close. It's like 5. It's like 30 minutes of travel from High Tatras, so it's still there, but not so close. There is my father born there in this village, Toporec, and there is my father built the big house, because when he is making something, it must be big. So he big something like two floors of a big house, and there lives my mother and he there, because nobody actually wants to live in Toporec. So we go there, all the family, my sisters come, my brothers come with the family, so there are 8-9 people meet up for the Christmas. And yes, it's actually the tradition. We don't make that too soon. We make the tree like 23 of December. So we take it and...
We made it for you. I put it for you.
Thank you very much. No, I see.
We had to make it Christmassy.
It's crazy for me when the Halloween end and the people start to trees and what the fuck.
I know, this is very... I think this is coming... It's a very American thing or Western thing now.
But thanks God for the Halloween, because the Slovak people don't celebrate the Halloween like 10 years ago. So the summer ends. There will be the school is starting. Was in the shops the old
back to school.
And when the back to school stops, Christmas is here. So now
there was no Halloween.
The Halloween is I thanks God for the Halloween.
Why? Because it reminds you that you have to prepare for Christmas.
Yeah, no. It's better to have Halloween and then Christmas than Christmas just end of the summer and there is the Christmas. So thanks God. So
you don't have the trees, or don't put the trees?
We have the tree, but we put it in our home like the 23 of December. Yeah, the 24 is the day, so the day before. Yeah. And we made some traditional food like kapusnica.
Cabbage soup.
Yeah, šalát zemiakový, the potato salad with the mayonnaise and everything. The rezne, the schnitzels.
Yes.
We also have a fish, but me and my father don't eat the fish, so we need our schnitzels. The rest of the family can eat the fish, what can prepare
on their own
for themselves. And also my mother is baking a bread, the homemade bread. No, the bread, the normal bread. We don't eat the Vianočka, actually, the sweet kind of we eat on the Easter.
Okay.
We changed that one. And what do you have? Sometimes when you want, Mama make the pyrohy or bobalki.
I know this one. Hang on, wait. Bobalki is...
I don't know if
it's a cake.
No. That's the
Babovki.
Pekance. No. It's just the little balls, but
like a gnocchi.
But you bake it.
Okay.
And then you let it dry to the stone. And when you want to prepare, you just boil some milk with the butter and just little bit put on the bobalki. They soak up. Wow. And on that top goes sugar and poppy seeds, the mak, yeah, and that's the bobalki. And that's all. We also have some alcohol and and a lot of cakes.
What is the difference between a slivovica, brokovica, borovička, and there's one more, hruškovica?
No, so you also.
And which one you prefer? What is your ranking?
You had it in the name. The slivovica is plum brandy. Okay. So it's made from plums. Hruškovica is pear brandy. So it's made from pear. And borovička is a poison. You shouldn't drink that when you are not prepared. Borovička is very special because the borovička is made from potatoes and it's made like gin. It's very similar to gin. So if you take borievka, it's juniperus. It's juniperus. It's just
a fruit herb.
It's grown like this kind of tree, and it's like the little
pine leaves or something.
Yes, something like that. And you just you can macerate it on the alcohol, or you can take the gin is made that kind. When you distillate it, you just put the little
bubbles. No,
this is the word in English for that. And when you macerate it, and when the alcohols in the steam form come to the distillate, so the steam just go around that juniperus, and they take the smell and the taste, and then you have borovička.
It sounds like very medicinal. Why poisonous? Like, why did you say it's very healthy?
You try borovička?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but it's not.
Once,
it's not very tasty. You know?
Maybe I'm confused.
It tastes like this.
Maybe when it was super cold. I've tried or I'm mistaken. Yeah. I tried Tatra chai.
Oh, Tatra tea. But Tatra tea is some special thing because there is a lot of herbs and a lot of sugar. Tatra tea is made on the caramel base. So.
Okay. So my father, I gifted him Tatra tea. The other day he called me. It's very cold right now in Bangalore. So he called me on video call and he said, please explain me how to drink this because I have heard that you should drink this when it's extremely cold. So he had his monkey cap and sweaters in Bangalore because they're not used to winter, and he has his Tatra tea. I didn't know the recipe for drinking Tatra tea. So I said, put hot water and tea bag and
just go drink it. Just make a little. What's mean very cold?
In Bangalore?
Yeah.
Maybe 10 degrees.
10 degrees, yeah. It was very fun for me the last January when I was to the Egypt. There was like 28 during the day, and all of tourists go just like in the swim and nothing, just like in the swim dress, and all the Egyptians are the winters, and the caps.
Yes, yes. We can't beat your level of endurance in winters. So Gabo, anything that makes you sad or serious? Anything that sometimes makes you not so happy? Would you like to share? Because you seem to be always happy and laughing, which is great. My jaws are hurting because I'm laughing so much. But when do we see Gabo sad?
Also, I can be sad. It's very hard times for Slovakia today, especially for culture, which is my love because I live for culture and work in the culture all my life. So I hope there will be better times for Slovakia, especially how bad the government is today. So I say myself, I must stop listening the podcast about politics and about what is happening, and the news podcast I must stop because every morning I just take my dog to the walk and I put some podcast and like 5 minutes I'm angry as and my dog looking at me. What are we doing now? we should enjoy the walk around the park, and
so maybe take a detox from the media news and all, because there's a lot of also fake news and media propaganda and all. So maybe that's.
So, but I'm listening to the podcasts, which is not the fakes and the propaganda.
Okay.
And also, this is I'm 37 and I'm still don't have a girlfriend.
Okay. so now we are going to put this.
This is the times when the single man like me is a little bit the sad.
But it's great
when you go to meet all your family and the brother and sister have wife, have kids, and all the things. So it every single time there is the little bit of sadness in the Christmas happiness for that. Also,
yes.
I wanted that too, maybe one time.
Like we say in India, there's always, everything is destiny.
Yeah.
Maybe there is someone, it's a matter of time, right place.
And maybe there's not.
But you have the whole of Slovakia with you, they love you.
I know which one comedian got it in the stand-up. That there is anybody for everybody in that room. No, it isn't. No.
Well, I agree with him. You're just 37. Life's just
I'm feeling like I'm dying tomorrow.
I'm definitely older than you, and as people say, life begins at 40.
Yeah,
so you're not born yet.
my oldest friends, which have some families and children, and they just told me, "Oh no, you just missed your first divorce. 37 years single, you just missed your first divorce. You just say, okay, I don't need the first divorce. I just go with the second."
Straight jump to the second marriage. Yeah. That's a good idea. What's next?
What's next? What?
Next plans for you?
The next plans for me is have a little bit of break. This is very hard times. I have a special with Shoko, so we work a lot of stand-ups. We want to have a January and half of the December free from podcasts, so we must pre-make our
take a meditational break, relaxing break.
So
to be more creative.
So I have the 20th of December is my last show, and my next show is on the 15th of February. So there will be a lot of I don't give a fuck. And I go to the vacation and have some but I must move because I bought the flat and it is finished already now, so I must move all my stuff from old accommodation to my own
house. Yeah, you mentioned you were late because of some contractors.
Yes. Coming. So I must do that, but it's okay. And for the next year, I'm planning to make the stand-up comedy because that is what I must do for a living and pay my hypotheca.
Your mortgage.
Yeah, and also the podcast. It's still doing great, which is wonderful. When we started, we don't have a plan make it 6 years and make money of that, and I want to start because my church Svedkovia Liehovovi is sleeping now. I don't have a time for that, so I tell for the next year we already tried next time again
to be more active.
Be more active and make some new how do we say evangelists?
New members, new followers.
Yeah.
Great. Gabo, do you realize that this was your first conversation chat in English and you did amazing?
Oh, thank you very much.
I think our audience would love it.
I'm going to strongly disagree with you.
No, you are underestimating yourself, and this might open up your new avenues, new opportunities to also include some foreigners in your audience, do some English stand-up comic shows. And I look forward to that. Thank you so much. You mentioned this is your last working day, or tomorrow is your last show.
Tomorrow is my last.
You made time for me. I had so much fun, and you're such a funny person. you're the only funny man, so I could go to that extent that I've met in Slovakia who has made me laugh so much.
I send you some more comedians here when you want. There are much better English speaker than me. They actually try some stand-up in English in Bratislava or in Vienna. So if you want some more funny guys, I can send you some.
Funny guys, please subscribe to Talks with Divya. No, but I think you have set the bar so high, so they may have to struggle a bit. But thanks a lot, Gabo. And I'm going to let my audience know, if you like this episode, please do not forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. And yes, if you know Gabo, I'm sure you're looking forward to his next show and episode, which I think he will start from the next year. He's taking a short break. We are lucky to have him today. But thanks so much, Gabo. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you.